Today's broadcast is produced entirely by the students at Southeast High School in partnership with Kaiser University.
Hello, and welcome to the first edition of The Right Direction of the 2017-2018 school year. Our program highlights what's happening in and around Southeast High School. I'm Devon.
And I'm Jackson. Everything you will see on The Right Direction is produced entirely by the students of the Career Television Production Program of Southeast High School, otherwise known as SETV.
With us today are two outstanding organizations at Southeast High School. First, members of the Technology Student Association will be with us to explain their success over the last competitive seasons.
Then, we'll be joined by members of our award-winning culinary club.
We'll have all of that and so much more, so stay right there.
And remember, when you set your compass to Southeast,
You're headed in
the right direction.
This first club is sometimes called the motherboard of all technology clubs here at Southeast, and they're absolutely amped to be here today. This program is none other than the Technology Student Association, also known as TSA. Here with us today are some of the members of Southeast's award-winning TSA. First, we are honored to sit with Austin, the president of the club, who has been a member for 4 years. In the future, he looks to continue to develop his coding and graphic design skills that he earned here at TSA. Next, we have Cassandra, who has been involved with TSA since 6th grade and is currently the vice president. She plans to pursue a career in biomedical engineering after competing in similar events at competitions. Finally, we have the Sergeant in Arms, Tyler. Tyler believes that TSA has helped him to learn to be a leader and to discover his passion for engineering. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Right Direction.
It's great to be here.
So I mentioned earlier that TSA is the Technology Student Association, but I know that it's a lot more than just that, those words. Austin, can you begin to tell us what TSA really is?
Well, TSA is a club that really focuses on STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay. And we have 36 events that compete at 3 different levels. You have district, state, and national levels. And they go through those, go through science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in different places. Sure. So you have stuff like Webmaster, which really teaches you how to be maybe a software engineer after high school, or you have something like biotech, which might be really interesting to those people who want to be doctors or learn about the medical field and the science aspect of life. So.
Wow, that's really fascinating. And these competitions really seem to be an integral part of this club. Cassandra, can you talk to me more about the competitions in general? What do you do there?
Yeah, so there's a common misconception with TSA that we only really deal with like computers or robotics, but really that's not the case. TSA can appeal to a lot of different skill sets such as like leadership, speaking, writing, and so every other year National TSA will release a competitive rules guide, or CRG, and this will give each member the parameters for the event that they're competing in, and we'll tell them whether they have to write like a binder or something, or create a display, which is like a visual presentation of what their event does, or a special case like children's stories, where you'd have to create a physical children's book which you could use to present to children or the judges at the competition.
That's really cool. There really is a variety of events that you can do. Tyler, can you talk to me about some of the events that you're involved in, or some of the other events more specifically?
One of the events that I really enjoy is called Architectural Design, and it's a team of 6 members where we design a house or whatever the challenge is for that year. And the most interesting part is we actually get to use industry standard design codes, so it was as if we were actually going to be constructing whatever the project is. Another event that I really enjoy is called Scientific Visualization, and where we make an animation that has to do with a STEM topic, as Austin mentioned, that's for the purpose of teaching either a kid or someone maybe a little bit older that doesn't know about it, about a STEM topic.
Very interesting. Now, in these competitions, you can go really far. It's a big organization. Austin, can you talk to me about how far you can go in TSA?
Well, you start off at the district level, so that's more of a kind of introductory phase to TSA. So you basically take like middle schools and high schools, those new students, and kind of show them what each event is really about. And then at the state level, that's where it really gets competitive. And our biggest rival is Braden River. And so you really strive to get those top three because they do a point system where you got like first place is 10 points, second place is 9 points. And so those people who do get those top threes get to go on to the national level. And at the national level, that's the highest level, and you get to compete against people from all around the country, all around. We have people from Turkey, people from Germany, and at that point, you're really just competing to see who's the best of the best, and it's
wow,
a really big thing.
That's insane, really cool. And I know you guys have had a lot of success in the past with these national competitions, especially. Cassandra, can you tell me about how much success you guys have had?
Yeah, well, in the past few years, we've really been getting better at competing at the national level. We've had a 5-time national champion, Merritt Kenzie, our past president, in the event Dragster, which is where you like design a car and race it in the competition. And so that's kind of the highlight event of TSA Dragster, and it was what TSA was founded on. But then also this past year, I got first place in essays on technology at the national level.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, we've really been striving to improve our competitiveness at the national level, just since it is so difficult to compete against many different schools from all over the country.
Well, congratulations, like I said, to all of you. I know you guys all have done well. So Austin, as the president, can you talk to me about some of your goals heading into this next year with these competitions?
Well, looking at taking a step back and looking at the club as a whole, what we're really good at is actually building the projects, because we have probably the most talented kids in terms of designing things and doing stuff in software and building the boards and the projects. But what we really lack is the liberal arts aspects. So what we really want to focus on this year is doing more work on the binders, not letting that be the night before, and focusing on interview skills as well, because part of what TSA has started to shift towards is putting more points on the documentation as well as your interview, because that gives everybody an equal opportunity, not just those who have a lot of money and are able to invest their money in their projects.
Absolutely, and all of these things are really going on at the same time, and it's developing a better person, but it can really help you inside of school. Tyler, can you talk about how TSA can help you in school?
Oh, for sure. Some of the main parts, like Austin was just talking about, is the writing of a binder, and that's similar to many papers that you have to write for a teacher, and any work on writing is really going to improve your skills, and as well as presentations. Presentations are a thing that a lot of people have trouble with, so that's why as a chapter we have a practice interview day where we practice our presentation skills, and obviously in school you'll end up doing some sorts of presentations for different classes, and it really just helps prepare you for that environment.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would also say that TSA helps improve your work ethic for getting like school assignments done, just because you can compete as an individual in up to 6 events, and getting those done on time and well really takes a toll on you, and like you have to be organized and be willing to put in a lot of work for those events. So that really can be applied to doing different projects for school, or if you're in the IB program here, then you really have to be organized and know when you have to get your assignments done and be getting them done at a quality level.
That's amazing, and these are really life characteristics that people really need, especially to get into college, and I know a lot of you are planning on getting into college. What kinds of things can TSA help you in that aspect, college or extra life?
Well, I would say with like not necessarily building your resume, but like being able to, when you're actually sitting down and kind of drafting up your resume, maybe giving that extra flair with the graphic design sense, because maybe it stands out more than those Microsoft Word templates.
For sure.
Or all these different projects. See, like I've made over the course of these 4 years 6 different websites, and so being able to show that I'm able to make websites and I know the dynamics behind coding and computer science, that can really give me an edge when applying to a computer science school.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Now, Tyler, we talk about these things that we do for TSA that can help us inside, outside, but what can you do to help yourselves through TSA? What kinds of things do you do to prepare for these competitions?
For sure. The competitions for TSA, the main state competition, which is really the big first deadline, comes later in the year after Christmas break. So there's really a lot of time beforehand where you are working with your team members to work on your designs, and as well practicing for those interviews and practicing to write all that different stuff that you'll have to do. And there's also what are called on-site events, where you prepare and learn a skill, and then once you get to the competition, you are tasked with performing that skill in some way, like on-demand video, where you are filming a 1-minute video while you're at the hotel, demonstrating whatever the topic is.
That's fascinating. You guys really do a great job. And I really don't see why anyone wouldn't want to join TSA. So how could somebody join if they wanted to become a part of this amazing program?
We have a website. It's schstribe.com, and if you log on there and go to the members page, you will find all of the information you need to be able to join our club.
Thank you guys so much for talking with me today. I really enjoyed having you guys here.
Thanks for having us on the
As
show.
well.
Don't log off. We're here to keep you updated. And we will CP you right after this PSA. Students across Manatee County are involved in several extracurricular activities that help prepare them for college, allow them to give back, and sometimes get a little workout in. One after-school activity that reaches across the Manatee River is the Manatee County Youth Rowing Organization. Members dedicate hours of their week to workouts, practices, and competitions. Justin Squires and Zach Morris took our SETV cameras out to show you why students are so dedicated to MCYR.
The members that belong to this club are those that participate in a sport performed by some of the most elite athletes in the world. They push themselves to the point where pain becomes a constant factor and yet still yearn for more. These athletes belong to the MCYR, better known as Manatee County Youth Rowing Team. I'm going to show you what it is like being a member of the club and the challenges rowers endure. Manatee County Youth Rowing is located at Fort Hammer Park in Parrish, Florida. The team was founded in 2011, and many of the coaches were originally athletes on the team. Ava has been a part of MCYR for 2 years, and she enjoys the opportunities the club has provided to her. She went ahead and gave us the general information about the team.
What our team strives on is we are one team, one effort. I'm in a team with people that I can call my best friend. Because when you're in a program where you're sweating with people, when you're in pain, where you work out and you're with them with so many days of the week, it's just so great to be able to build this type of relationship.
The MCYR team does many difficult workouts to help improve their level of fitness. A piece of equipment that rowers use very often is an ergometer, or erg. The erg is used to simulate what it's like to be rowing on the water. The athletes are also able to do weight workouts with the extensive amount of weight equipment that MCYR has. Lucy is a senior at Palmetto High School and has been a rower for MCYR for 4 years. This year she was selected to be a captain. She explained to us the workouts the rowers do each practice.
To prepare for regattas, we usually go on the water 4 or 5 days a week, and we also do cross training, so that includes doing weight workouts and various other activities. We use our ergometers to simulate going on the water, but also to tell us the times that we have comparatively to other people our age.
All of the training and practice leads up to the most important events in rowing. These events, known as regattas, showcase athletes' abilities with the goal being beating other boats during the races and winning for Manatee County Youth Rowing.
On the norm, a regatta lasts all day long. We're showing up 6 o'clock, and we're not leaving until about 7, depending on the length of the races, the length of the day, how big the event is. All day affair is what I'm going to say. Certainly in sprint season, because during sprint season you've got anywhere from 2 to 8 boats that are all racing right next to each other. While you're racing, you can, out of the corner of your eyes, see the people you're racing and know that you're right along with them, or just ahead of them, or just behind them, and it's really something that pushes an athlete. Compared to when I was here, the team is 3 times bigger. Not only do we have a good number of boats now, but we have some top quality equipment now.
As you can see, MCYR is a team of dedicated and well-trained athletes. Next time you're on the Manatee River, you might just see an MCYR boat. I'm Justin for Southeast High School and SCTV.
Southeast High School is home to a wide range of extracurricular activities that students can sink their teeth into. One of our award-winning programs is our Culinary Club. Students in the organization can create, plan, and cook up some delicious meals in a classroom setting while getting a real-world experience. Joining us today are members and leaders of the Culinary Club to discuss their program and how they resist the temptation of eating their own creations. First, we have Chef Jackie Allen, the club's advisor. She has been the head of the program for the last 6 years, and she strives to teach her students what it's like in an authentic restaurant kitchen. Next, we have Nikki, the organization's co-president of the Culinary Club. This is her 4th year in the club, and she hopes that the skills she learns after graduation can aid her in her future. Finally, we have Frank, the other co-president. He's been a member of the club for the last 4 years, and he hopes to go off to college and use his experience in Culinary Club to get a job to support himself. Hello, and welcome to The Right Direction.
Well, thank you for having us.
I'm super excited.
Well, starting off, what is Culinary and what is it like in Southeast High School?
Culinary is a 4-year program. There's only 2 schools in this whole county that have culinary, so it's a very popular program. There's a waiting list to get in. So you start out, pretty much, it's a lot of book work, but if you can make it through the first year, then it's a lot of fun. It gets to be more and more hands-on. By the time you're a Culinary 3, it's all cooking.
Oh, wow.
You have to do serving, prepping, writing menus, cooking on the line, serving the teachers. This year, we have really gotten to the point where Culinary 4s are doing international cooking. And for the first one this year, we are doing Spanish, and we're going to have our first dinner. They're selling tickets, and so we're pretty excited about it. The Culinary 4s are really looking forward to it. So we're selling their tickets, and they've been practicing nothing but Spanish and Latin food, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And, coming with Culinary Club, you guys should do some activities, right? So what are some activities that you guys might hold throughout the year?
So upcoming we have Taste of Manatee, as well as Mexican Fruit Farms. We're going to be making cupcakes this year at Mexican Fruit Farms, and we're all going to be competing. We all have our own recipes and whatnot. And then at Taste of Manatee, we're going to be making our own dishes and serving it to the community and kind of getting Southeast names out there. Later on in the year, we're doing Ring the Bell for the Salvation Army. Kind of just giving back to the community. We're going to be adopting a senior. We also do the chili cook-off.
It's not just a senior. We're adopting a whole senior center.
Oh, really?
A low-income senior center. There's 75 seniors at this center, and we're adopting the whole center. So we're getting together gifts for the whole senior center, and then we're going to go cook them dinner and give out our gift bags. So.
Oh, that's really great for the community. And another thing that I'd like to touch on is that we all know the football games, right? Do you guys do anything special for the football games or anything like that, Nikki?
At the football games, we specifically give out, not give out, but we sell lemonades, cookies, meat sticks, and they're all for $1. Who doesn't like a classic lemonade at a football game? It's,
right,
it's very refreshing, especially in Florida. It is somewhat hot, and a refreshing lemonade is something that everyone would like and enjoy, and it's only $1. And that, because we're in a non-profit organization, that money, goes to us, whether it's the equipment for new kitchen or ingredients for the kitchen. That really helps us in the football games.
So that's really amazing. And another thing that I'd like to touch on is, I know you mentioned Ring the Bell. Would that be one of your more like sought after activities during the year, or like what are some of your more important like functions that you guys throw?
I think for us is we find certain activities and we keep doing those every year. Ring the Bell we have been doing ever since I got here, so that is something that we do every single year because I think it's very important to give back to the community. We give back, we were doing a family, but this year we decided to give to the retirement home because I think people forget about the elderly people and they're on a fixed income too.
Right.
So we do that every year. So we have certain functions. We do Mixin every single year because Mixins give back to the community too. They're really good. We don't really make any money on that, but it's really good for the students and all the community can go there and they all get to sample what the students make. So it really helps the kids get into the feel of how it's going to be for people to come up. Taste of Manatee was canceled last year, but it's back this year. Kids like doing it because there's like 4,000 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then we're trying to get into the jets, what is
The
those,
regatta.
jet boats?
The
The regatta.
regatta.
We're trying to get into the regatta this year, which is going to be the first time. And that is huge, and we really want to get into that one. There was another one we used to do, Food and Wine on Pine, but that got canceled. So we have like certain events we really like to do, and the kids like doing them because they're so much fun. You get out there, you meet people. We really like to show the community that Southeast and these kids can actually cook and be out there and use sanitation and just keep up. When we did Food and Wine on Pine, there was people there that said our food was better than some of the restaurants.
Oh, wow.
You know, so that's really neat. So we usually get a lot of sponsors, and we do the chili cook-off out in Parrish every year. This will be our 6th year. You know, I've been doing that ever since I got here. And what we do is we have a little contest with culinary club kids, and they all make their own chili, and then they have to vote whose chili we're going to make out there.
Oh, wow. That's
and
very interesting.
And they got to show up at 6 o'clock in the morning there because you have to make the chili on site.
So I know those at home are dying to know, how can you join this club? So let me in on any secrets.
Just show up at Culinary Room at 404. It's the whole building on Mondays, and the fee, and because you have to wear this lovely little outfit here, and because I want them to be able to be professional. Everybody has to show up in a full uniform to work the events, because then everybody looks professional. You have to act professional when we do an event.
Well, thank you all so much for coming here. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. You better not touch that dial. We'll be right back with much more you won't want to miss. Early in our show, we talked to the members of the Southeast Culinary Club. Under the supervision of Chef Jackie, students plan, organize, and create lunches for the school staff in the Seminole Cafe. This organization gives students real-world experience while allowing them the chance to practice their skills. We spoke with the members of the culinary organization, and we have decided to replay that piece for you so you can get a little more insight into our amazing culinary club.
At Southeast High School, there's a group of students who spice up our campus. dedicated to what they do. They contribute to Southeast High School by making our holidays more special and by stirring up the students and staff with special goodies. I'm standing outside the Southeast High School Culinary Building. In this building, students are taught how to cook and keep their kitchen clean. I'd like to show you these students as they learn in this program named Culinary Arts. At Southeast High School, there is a program known as Culinary Arts that teaches students the basics of cooking. Throughout this program, students develop cooking skills such as knife techniques, cleaning, food safety, and many others. Jaron is a level 2 culinary arts student. He explains the different stages and what they do in culinary arts.
The type of cooking depends on the level you're at. If you're in 1, you do basics like baking, very easy. You'll do breads, you'll do cookies. If you're a level 2, you'll do moles, salsas, things like that, quick breads. Culinary 3s, they cook a wide variety of meals for teachers. 4th level, you cook a large variety of different meals from other countries and things like that.
The culinary program doesn't just base its grade on what you're cooking in class or how you chop your food, but it also requires you to do some bookwork before you can enter the kitchen. And you have to take certifications in order to prove what you have learned. Chef Jackie is the culinary arts teacher of Southeast High School. She explains to us the grading system and the certifications students have to go through.
Mine's very straightforward. You know, I don't do curves, I don't make it flexible, I just make it straight across. It's 30 out of 30, you know, tests, I got tests, board work. There's certifications, just like everything else. First year you have ProStart 1, and then second year you got ProStart 2 and SurfSafe.
The skills students gain in the culinary class can guide them in a cooking career. Not only does this program teach students how to cook, but it also proves as a positive outlook on their future lives in the arts of culinary. The skills students gain in the culinary class can guide them in an eventual path in cooking.
Well, this would definitely impact my future because, you know, in college you're always hearing about those kids who eat hot dogs and boxed mac and cheese every day, and that's not healthy. So this has definitely taught me life skills that I'm going to use my entire life.
As you can see, the culinary art program benefits its students with its creations. The next time you go to a restaurant, you just might see one of these students cooking up your meal. I'm Briseda from Southeast High School and SCTV.
That's all the time we have for today. We want to thank you for watching.
And we want to thank the members of the TSA and the Culinary Club for being with us today.
We hope that you've enjoyed this program as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you.
And we hope that you will join us the next time we show you what's happening in and around Southeast High School.
If you would like to find out how to choice coming to Southeast and becoming a part of the SCTV program,
or if you would like to become a business partner of SCTV, simply visit our website at sctv.news.
Our website also has links to contact information and our latest broadcasts on YouTube. I'm Devin.
And I'm Jackson.
And remember, when you set your compass to Southeast, you're headed in
the right direction.